What it do, what it don't, what it is, what it isn't. You already know what this is. This is Once. We're not saying magazine dedicated to shit that I'm into, Zien. And this is another episode of 5 Pairs With. And today I have another special guest. And yeah, we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get into it. So let's do it. All right, gang. As I said, we've got a special guest, Debbie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate your time first and foremost. Can I shake your hand? Thank you, thank you.
No worries, no
worries.
worries.
How you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
Oh, this is
and
good.
how are you?
I'm well, I'm gassed, I know. I'm like, oh my God, I got you on the show. Like, it was on my super wish list, so, you know, I'm sort of gassed that you're here. Tell me a bit about yourself, Deb. For the people who don't know, they're probably thinking, I just brought a friend in. Debs is in the game, you know what I mean? Give us a little synopsis of, you know, your CREP foundations, shall we say.
Okay, first off, I have been a sneakerhead for, I would say, oh my God, coming up to 40 years. So I started when I was 12. Basically, the seed was planted when I was 12, but I only started properly collecting when I was sort of like 17, when I got my first pair of Jordans, and it just basically started from there. But the only time that I got really, really deep was when I became an adult, started working full time, and it grew even more when I used to work for Offspring. I was with the company for 18 years.
Wow,
yeah.
18 years.
And I recently left in November to pursue something new. Yeah.
Come on, we love that. Did they give you a special plaque, you know, one of those sort of made out of pure gold plaques?
No comments.
I know you did, Offspring, and if you didn't, come on. This is, you know, Debs' foundation, so I'm just going to throw it out there. She deserves the gold plaque, solid gold, not hollow, okay? 18 years, so that's, you know, a beautiful thing. I mean, considering you was a CREP head from when you was about 12, you said, and then you got to work in you know, retail for CREPs. Like, what was that like? Was that kind of like, oh, this is not a dream, but you know what I mean? Was it like a bit of a dream come true working in...
You know what, it was so weird because like I've always done retail all my life, but I never was that interested in to go into trainer retail, not until much later, and it was just by fate that I ended up in Offspring because I was working in a job which I was selling like furniture and stuff. I hated it. Then a role came up in office. And while I was working in office, I was just like, I'm not going to stay there that long. It's only going to be like a year or two, just so I get my feet together. But then a vacancy came up in Offspring. I moved over to Offspring, and I ended up just loving it.
And you was there for...
Yeah, 18 years, 18 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, I always think it's dope when you find a place that you enjoy. And of course, you would have moved around, you know, within Offspring. But it's dope that you can stay somewhere that long and, you know... Even if after 7 years, I find that a long time. So, you know, if you can stay there almost 20 years, then, you know, definitely you were getting something out of it. So that's super dope. Well, just a little roundup, and guys, you know, please check out Debs. I will put all her information here somewhere. Yeah, like she said, been a CREP head for years, knows the game, knows a lot of people in the game, and has a lot of knowledge, and hence why you're sat here in front of me. Obviously, because I know you and you're doing me the favour as well. But you know, we'll just, you know, start with the first bit. So we've done 5 pairs with. I've given you 5 numbers. You've chosen your numbers. Let's remind ourselves of what these numbers are. So the premise is, as remember guys, I give the guest 5 numbers random, 1 to 10, then I provide them with the corresponding shoes, and your choices are really good. I love the choices, so I'm just going to randomly choose what order we're going to go in. So I'm going to choose number 6, Wish I Had a Double. Okay. We're starting with the Wish I Had a Double shoe.
This is a Nike Air Rift. This is the Turbo Pink edition. It originally came out in late 99, early 2000. This is the 2003 edition. I know that Nike have brought out Rifts in like a bright pink since, but it hasn't been this Turbo Pink. So these are from 2003. I wish I had a double, because the thing about it is, if you look at the clip, it's disintegrated and it's snapped off, it's crumpled off. This is going to go soon. And like, I found them after so long and I was like, wicked, I can wear them. I put them on my feet and it snapped.
No way.
This is one of the downside of having shoes. It's one of the things that now I'm always saying, wear your shoes, please, just wear your shoes, because they will disintegrate and then you'll just have nothing but regrets. But yeah, this is what I wish I had a double of.
It's a beautiful colour as well. What was it? Turbo Pink?
Turbo Pink, yeah.
Turbo Pink. It's a beautiful colour. And you know what I really like is this, the orange clips, because orange. They just randomly put orange, but I do like that. And again, the Air Rifts, I've got the OG colorway. You might have seen the OG colorway, which is the green with the red swoosh and the black with the white sole. Great shoe. I think I got, what year is this, did you say?
So that one is 2003.
2003. I think mine is after that. Mine might be maybe about 7 or so years after. I managed to pick them up, and it's just such a great shoe. Like, I love these when you're wearing them on the beach, or you know, you're sort of just strolling down in summer. You know, you ain't quite got your toes out, but you feel like the toes are, you know, they're giving a bit of breathing. So yeah, man. I mean, what do you love about the Rift? Like, what's your favourite thing about it? Is it comfort? Is it just the ease of wear?
You know what it is? It's comfort, and it's also something different. It's like the first time I actually saw this, was in fact in a Spice Girls video.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What colour?
It was your colourway.
Okay,
so
yes.
it was the Kenyan colourway. It was in the Spice Girls video, and I never seen a trainer like that with the split toe.
Yeah, with the split toe.
And at the time, they were so hard to find. I mean, the only place that I saw them was in my trainers that used to be in Covent Garden, and this was in the late 90s, early 2000s. That was the only place. And then I remember I went to New York. I went to New York in 2000, and I went twice, and then I went again in 2001. And that was where I saw the first pair I had, because I still had the 99 retro of it, but it's just disintegrated. It's in storage. I saw that, and it was in a shop called Moe's Sneaker Store in Queens.
Jesus.
And I bought them, and it was $90. It was $90. It was $90, and that was my first pair of Rifts, and that's when I got the bug. I absolutely love the shoe. Got comfort, and I now have, I think it's 11 pairs of Air Rifts.
Wow. You see, and that's crazy. Like, the Air Rift isn't really the model that you see people showcasing collections of and stuff. But I mean, if you've got one pair, trust me, you want multiple pairs. I've only ever had one pair, and I've always wanted more pairs, but I just, you know, like you said, you don't see them around. I know,
and that's the thing I like about them, because they're different.
Yes, exactly. And you're not really going to see them. And I mean, back then, I'm guessing they would have had different colorways for women. Now it's a bit more fluid, isn't it? So I'm guessing the women's colorways were like crazy and popping, you know.
Well, this one here, that wasn't women's, it's men's.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's a men's release, Okay,
good. So they've been fluid from a while then. Okay, I love that. All right, dope shoe, Debs. Super nice. Loving it. Okay, let's see what's next on the menu. So I'm going to go random. Well, we're all random, so me saying that multiple times is pointless. So what I'm going to do is... all right, let's do this. Best bargain, number 4. Your best bargain. And again, guys, these shoes are not necessarily the best bargain that Debs has ever had, but we're talking about current rotations or current, you know, stuff that's not in storage, you know, because not everyone has all their shoes at one place. So, you know, these are, you know, they may be your best bargain ever. You know, I'm not going to speak for Debs, but Debs, please introduce us to the shoe and how it's your best bargain.
Cool. This is not my best bargain. Unfortunately, my best bargain is actually in storage, but this is my second best bargain. Okay. So this is the Nike Woven. It originally retailed for £145 and I got it for £20.
Whoa.
This was, what year was this? This, if I can remember, was either 2011, 2012. They were the Euros edition.
Okay.
So they came out in certain colourways for the Euro teams.
Makes sense.
For football, originally £145 and they went down to 20, and I got these from Offspring.
Wow.
This was years ago when Offspring used to do a sale. They used to do a sale. You know, they used to do this price point in the early days. They used to do a price point. So if there's any items that went down in the sale, and you know the business was sitting on a lot of stock, what they would do is basically they will basically weigh up the margins and stuff, and then basically Offspring stores would just get the memo and go, right, you've got a lot of sale. All Adidas 20 quid, all Nike 20 quid, all Vans £15, all Converse £15, and we get it all out and we rack it. And these, because they were in the sale, they went down to 20 quid.
Wow.
So that's one of my best bargains, not my main best bargains, but one of my best bargains,
And guys, if you're looking at this shoe, obviously we'll do the close-up, but you can see the weave. The weave is very nice. You've got that red, you've got the white, you've got the yellow. If it's Euros, I wonder if it was a Belgium shoe. I know that one time Belgium hosted the Euros in conjunction with Netherlands, sorry. So possibly, but you've got some really good leather here, guys. Like super, it's worn, but you can still see the quality of it. It's like, it's soft, it holds up, it follows all the way to the back. Just really nice. Tell me a bit about the shoe. So I see you've worn it. Obviously, it's a shoe that must be super comfortable.
Yeah, 100%, absolutely comfortable. And the thing about it is, if you ever think of like getting this shoe, size down, because they fit big, yeah. Okay. So I'm normally like a size 8, and these are a size 7, and they fit great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lovely, okay. And it's rare, I think, you know, you got your Air Force Ones that kind of do that, they come up big, but I'm just trying to think of what other shoes. It's not many shoes that you kind of have to size down with a Nike, really. So, okay, good to know. I mean, Huaraches, you've got to go up, as everyone knows. If you've ever bought Huarache and bought your original size, oops. Yeah, really nice shoe. And did they have just this one iteration of this model?
No. The woven originally came out late 90s, early 2000. It was originally an HTM release that came out in rainbow, which is very, very rare.
That is rare,
and then just over time, Nike have sort of like bring it out, then left it, then bring it out and just left it. It's like a back and forth kind of release shoe,
Okay, super nice. And again, it's not a model that I own, but anything woven, you know, it's breathable, it's going to be comfortable, and of course you've got, you know, this I don't know what this sole tech is, but you know, you can see it to your groove of your feet, if I could speak English, you know. Super nice. I love the colorway as well. So would you wear this, like, are you a color blocking kind of person, or are you black and then you put a statement piece on your
It depends on my mood. It's so weird. When I'm here, it's mostly black, and then pop with the shoe. But when I'm on holiday, then I'll wear the colors to match.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, sometimes I'm off. Sometimes I'm like you. I'll just dark and then a pop shoe. But then sometimes I like to, you know, wear a bit of color and, you know, get a bit flamboyant, shall we say. But lovely shoe. I'm loving this, by the way, and we're sort of breezing through, guys. Please, guys, as always, please leave your comments down below. Let us know which your favourite of the shoe is. And, you know, if you've got any questions for Debs that you want me to pass on, I will do. Again, I will put all her details down below. Okay, thank you so much for this shoe, Debs. Very, very good shoe. All right, I'm going to go... I mean, I've only got 3 more. I'm acting like this is, you know, War and Peace, but I got to give a bit of, you know, bit of drama. So, okay. I think, okay, I'm going to say most recent purchase, yes, which is number 10, your most recent purchase.
My most recent purchase, which is actually my last purchase, and it wasn't done this year, it was actually done last year. Okay, so you have seen the woven.
Yes, we have seen the woven.
We have the Footscape woven. So basically, this shoe is a hybrid of the Nike Footscape and the woven. If I have both, then you can compare the both and you can see. But yeah, so this is Footscape woven. It is one of my now favourite silhouettes. I wasn't a fan of it at first, to be very honest with you.
Back in the days?
No. When it first came out, it came out in 2006, and it was a clot edition. I did think it was a nice shoe.
The first one was a clot? Yeah. Oh, wow.
I didn't think it was a shoe for me, but I did like the shoe to the point that it was such a nice colourway. The clot one, it was sort of like a beige woven, and the stitching here was basically red, yellow, and green.
Oh, was that the rainbow one?
No,
not the rainbow. I was
no.
about to say no.
No, rainbows were 2012.
Yeah, they had the black. Okay, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So it was red, yellow, and green, and I remember just looking at them and thinking, I like them for my dad. My dad could wear them. Yeah. You know, but I wasn't so much of a fan, and then later on. They brought out another colourway which was all grey. The stitching was, I don't know if you remember that one, the stitches were pink. Yes. And then the sole was a nice pink.
Ooh, maybe not. You've thrown me with the pink sole.
Yeah, it was ice pink. When those came out, that's when I fell in love with the shoe,
okay, I'm down. And I mean, what a great shoe. You know, like yourself, I think initially I was like, what is this? You know, and then I think it was the rainbows that really got me, because I remember looking at them consistently, like, I'm going to get them. I never got them till this day. I'm going to get them. I just carried on looking, and they just disappeared.
Listen, that is one shoe that still gets me angry after 12 years, because it's like, I got the white rainbows.
Oh, nice.
because I was at work and they turned up on delivery, and what it was, we was meant to get the white and the black rainbows at the same day.
Yes.
The black rainbows came in on the next day, which was my day off, and they completely sold out.
Of course. And this was back in the days, so like shoes were still selling out back in the days, guys. Like I know now you think, oh, everything just sells out now because it's shoes sold out back in the day, but they also sat. So you know, I mean, if you look at this shoe again, we'll do the close up. I mean, just that weave that is there, you know, harking back to this, the woven there. Of course, you've got this faux animal sort of print body there, which I don't know what it's made of, but let's just say it's made of real cowhide, shall we? You know what I mean? Peter, don't come after us. And yeah, obviously the crop circle, we're going to show you that really nicely. It's just really nice. You've got your demarcations, Nike there. Yeah, really nice, sort of thin, wafer thin tongue, you know, so it's easy to slip on. Tell me about this shoe. Have you had many iterations of this, or? And oh, why did you pick this one up now? Was it just because they've re-released this colorway and, or you?
No, this colorway has never come out.
Has it not?
No, it's brand new. They've done similar variations that were very, very limited in the, what we're talking now. So I've got to think back because I was working in Covent Garden. So I think it was 2006, 2007. There was edition by, do you remember a store called Hideout?
Hideout, yes, I remember Hideout.
Yeah.
Where?
They did their own version. Hideout was on Upper James Street near where the Bape store used to be.
Okay.
Yeah, they had their own version, which was like the pony hair.
Yes, okay.
And then there was the, you know Lance Armstrong?
Yes, of course.
He did his own one, which was black.
Black, yes.
Yeah, there was a black version of that one.
Okay.
So yeah.
I thought these had come out. Maybe I'm just dreaming. I must be thinking of an Air Max 1. See, guys, I don't. You know, I told you I don't know everything. I never did know anything.
But yeah, but with this, with this shoe, this is now. Oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's my 5th pair.
Okay. And across the years, from that sort of, did you get the grey and pink years ago?
No. Oh, the grey and pink. Yes, I did.
Was
but
that your first?
I did not get that. That was my very first pair.
Okay,
but I didn't get them from Offspring because what happened was they ended up in TK Maxx for 25 quid. So I ended up going to TK Maxx and buying them for 25 quid.
Guys,
and that was in the good old days when you could get bargains at TK Maxx.
Thank you. I bought a pair of Air Max 180s, the aquamarines and the pink for 25 quid. That exact price, wood green, TK Maxx, God bless you. No insoles, but I bought them anyway. Great shoe. And yeah, again, I love the shoes that you're bringing because obviously I can see that comfort is a major thing for you. You know, you're not bringing sort of, but you're bringing things that mold to your feet and sort of, you know, and I guess maybe working in retail, you're on your feet quite a lot, so you know the benefits of a comfortable shoe, right?
One thing I will say is if you have wide feet, this is the perfect shoe for you because when this shoe was originally designed for Nike, that Nike made in Japan, it was for people that had wide feet. Yeah,
you see, and I love little things like that because you know it's like, you know, certain times, like I'm certain days I don't know what my foot is. I don't know if it's wide. I think it's not a wide foot. I've got an arch, but some days I just don't know what my foot does. And there's just some shoes that it doesn't matter, they'll look after your foot all the way. Where there's some shoes, depending on the season, they'll just treat you bad. You know, they get too warm. My foot's hurting. And I'm old now, guys. I know I pretend I'm not, but yeah, I'm old now.
We're all getting old.
Some of us. You're looking amazing, by the way. So you know, I'm not having it. You're definitely not getting old. But yeah, great shoe, guys. And yeah, lovely. All right, this is the 3rd. How you feeling, Debs?
Yeah.
Good? Yeah. It's fun, right? This is good, man. And I love the knowledge you're bringing. So again, there's me thinking this already came out. It didn't come out, guys. Don't listen to me. I've told you before. All right. So, all right. You know what? I'm gonna leave number 7 to last. So I think what I would do is number 2, which is most worn in your current rotation.
Okay, so because I work in retail and I'm on my feet a lot, comfort, especially as like the years have gone on and I got older, comfort is just so important for me. So this is my shoe in, not necessarily this color, but in other colors. It's the Nike, it's a Nike Sock Dart. Originally came out in late 2003. I got a pair in 2004, which was like my very first ever purchase that I bought from Foot Patrol, and this is old Foot Patrol when it was in St Anne's Court. And when this shoe originally came out, it was a collaboration with Beams in Japan.
Oh wow!
And I think Foot Patrol was the only retailer at the time to have the Sock Dart, and I remember I always wanted it. Saved up enough money, went and got it. And then after wearing them, I just wanted more pairs, multiple pairs, and then Nike finally brought them out again in 2016. And the first lot was a fragment release, which I wanted, but I couldn't afford it. So I was a bit disappointed, and then they all decided to do it as a general release. Thank you. And that's when, yes, I got those. I now have the Beams colorway. I have those. I have the red. I have 2 burgundy, and I have the neon yellow. So that's 6 pairs now.
See, guys, listen, there's other shoes out there, and you know, for my general fans, you know that Stone Island also did a collaboration. So I don't have that, but just for those who are thinking, sock art, that sounds familiar. Yes. So again, I love this shoe. Why I love this shoe? It's a pair I don't own it. Again, see me, I'm like, I want that shoe, and then I leave it on the burner, and then I buy my safe spaces, and then after a while I'm like, oh, I've moved on. But whenever they come back out, I'm like, why didn't you just, you know? Anyway, love this shoe for the simple fact is, it's Presto for me, but they've upped it a bit, you know, and I love the Presto, you know, the comfort of the Presto, the sock lining of the Presto, and it's basically just what was the thing for Presto? A glove for your foot or something. And this is what the sock dart kind of, you know, it follows through, and I love the cage over there. You know, again, these release. That nice little mini swoosh. Of course, you got the little, I don't know, I'm just going to say you put a pump valve in there and pump it up. You don't. It's not Reebok, guys. Anyway, really, really good shoe. Now, I mentioned the Presto. You've got a Presto or two, I'm sure. Any difference in comfort, or are they both just a glove?
You know what? They're both the same. They are both the same. I think one of the differences with the Prestos is that I love the Presto with the fact that it comes in t-shirt sizes, so small, medium, large, extra large.
Love that.
Yeah, absolutely love that. The thing about it with the sock dart is the upper, because the upper is more like a sock.
Proper.
You know, it's a very, very thin sock material.
Yeah.
But even though, I don't know how Nike have done it, because even though it's a very thin sock material, it absolutely lasts.
Yeah.
I know that Adidas tried to do it with the NMD, like the first light NMD, with the prime knit woven, but that doesn't last, unfortunately. Whereas these have lasted, because I wear them all the time. Yeah.
It's definitely something within the weave, you know. And I mean, looking at this weave, it's definitely tighter. The prime knit seems a bit looser and not. Yeah, this is. I mean, look, like you stretch it and it just like proper. So yeah, no, super dope, man.
Because I mean, like these are like what now, coming up to 8 years old. So
yeah. That's what I mean, and again, I can't imagine you ever bloody not feeling comfortable in these. It's a sock, for God's sake. With you know, you might think Kanye is breaking the mold now, you know, with his new pods, Yeezy pods. That's just a sock with a sole, which is basically Nike have been doing this for a while. And I'm not saying I love Ye, but you know, Nike have been doing this for a while. Great shoe, guys, super dope. Check the crop circle, of course. You know what I'm saying? Really nice. And how many of these have you got, did you say? Have you got
6.
6 pairs of these? And what kind of colour blocking have you got? Are they all plain?
No, they are all plain. I don't have any which are two colours. So it is normally like a solid upper with the clear cage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Super dope, super dope. And do you remember the last pair of these you bought? Would it have been, did you say 2016 they re-released?
Okay. No, it was 2017. Okay. 2017, it was a burgundy pair.
And you picked when they dropped again?
Yeah.
Love that. Oh, super nice. All right. And I love this. I love little details like this. Little, I don't know, little tag, and it's just got the swoosh. Really, really nice. Love that. Thank you. All right. What number were we at? Oh, damn. Have we got one more? No, it can't be. I think it is. Oh, it is. All right. Well, guys, this has flown by. I don't know. When you got good guests, this is what happened. You know, when you got difficult guests, like if I was sitting, you know, opposite me, this would take an hour. Trust me, I'm so difficult. But anyway, guys, our final pick is, ain't got the glasses, number 7, and it is Picker's Choice. You are the first person to have a Picker's Choice. I mean, you're only the second guest, but I say only. You are the first person who chose Picker's Choice. So I love this because I always want people to kind of bring something that they wanted to bring, just anything random, and then, you know, you're free to... Anyway, stop talking. Talk to me, Debs. What is your picker's choice?
You know what? When I was thinking about like what to bring, I was thinking of, should I bring something that I really like, or something that was kind of like rare, kind of like hyped up. And I said, no, I'm going to bring a shoe that is kind of semi-recent, came out a couple of years ago, but it's really, really slept on. And it's this shoe here. It's not even a Nike, which is nice. It's an Adidas.
Which is nice.
So this is the NMD S1. For me, this shoe has been slept on.
Yes, I have. Facts.
You know, this is such a fantastic shoe. I mean, to be honest with you, I got this in the sale when I worked at Offspring.
Yes.
I would see it at work every day. I would sell it to customers every single day, kind of thing. And I wasn't really that interested until, like, you conversate with certain customers when they're trying on shoes, and I'll be like, oh, honestly, how do they feel? And I go, they feel amazing.
Really?
They feel absolutely amazing. And then there was one time, it was me and one of my colleagues, a guy called Cadell, who was working for me part-time.
Yeah.
He tried them on. He tried them on in the black. And I goes, Cadell, how do they feel? And he's going, Debs, they're comfy, man. They're really comfy. I go, is it? And then, we were both in the stock room, so I pulled out my size.
Yeah.
I tried them on. I walked up and down the stock room, and I went, I've got to get them.
Really?
I've got to get them.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to get them.
Okay.
I know like some people look at them and go, they're kind of like bulky and stuff.
Bulky,
but the thing is, when you got them on and you got like the right jeans or you got the right trousers, they look good. They look really, really good. And it's just the fact they're so comfy. And also as well with me, I do have a soft spot for the NMD, like the OG NMD.
Yes.
The comfort, it's like if Adidas bring out the OG NMD, I'm on it.
I'm involved,
I'm so on it because the comfort levels were amazing.
Proper, yeah, no, for sure. And there was a time, you'll be able to tell me the dates because I'm very bad with dates, when NMD dropped, and it was a madness. Like NMDs were selling out left, right, and centre. This was before any other iterations. It was just the first sort of iteration of the NMD, and it was just mad. They had the did they have a soul box? I think they had a few collaborations.
They had loads.
With different people. They had a few collaborations, and it was like, mad. People queuing.
It's like in the time that I worked for Offspring, 2017 was the year that Adidas was top.
Okay, and that was that the NMD release?
Yes, it was. Okay.
Yeah, they were going crazy. They were doing regular NMDs. They had the prime knit NMDs. It was like, oh, what is this? And it's a model that I remember really just flying, going crazy. Like, it was the perfect model because of the shape, the comfort, the ease of wear. It was like like you said, they were doing so many collabs as well, and so many different iterations, not iterations yet, but different colorways and stuff. It was, and then later on they started doing different iterations. And like you said, when I saw this, I did think, oh, bulky, but you're right. Now you have a sort of a wide cargo, or maybe a sort of a bit of more of a flared jean or something, not a skinny jean. These will drop nicely, right? Yeah, super nice. And do you wear these a lot? Considering they're super comfortable.
I've only worn them once.
I was going to say, don't look like you've worn them at all. Maybe try
But the plan is, now that the weather is turning and summertime will come, yes, I'm going to wear them. Yeah. It's just the fact that they are really, really comfortable.
For sure. And what's your favourite bit about this shoe, this particular one? So is it the colour? Is it, do you just like the space ageness of it, or is it really simply is the fact that it really is that comfort?
Number one, it's the comfort. Number two, again, is something different, because I do try to go to something different. I mean, like, if you see the shoes that I have at home, a lot of them are sort of like what everybody else wears, but I won't wear them that much.
I get you, yeah.
So it's nice to go something different, but yes, it's the comfort. Yes, it's something completely different, and it was just a shock. Like when I put them on my feet, and they looked good.
Yeah.
I just wish I got the black pair because they came out in black, and then I think that's another one of my regrets. Because I was umming and ahhing about getting the black pair after getting the white. And then when I really wanted the black pair, completely sold out. Yeah.
And that's the thing. That is the story of my life, really. I are a lot, and which is good, because I had periods where not anymore, but I had periods where I didn't and I just get stuff, and they're just getting stuff. You think, oh, why did I get that? I've just given into retail therapy for no reason. Whereas when you you might not get it, but you know that you thought about it, so you're not just spending the money, you know. The build on this is really nice, like a nice, is that a prime knit? It's a knit anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's prime, but it's definitely, you know, nice and elasticated. You can slip your foot in. This is quite squishy, so you know that it will give you bounce. They probably help you fly at night, but only at night. Don't quote me on that. And look, the crop circle, and then you've got that nice. So it's really dope. I really like this, man. I love that sole, like all the tray folds there. You're right, it's super different. And again, it's not a shoe. I've seen it and I was like, oh, that's a bit bulky for an NMD. But, you know, when you tell me the comfort levels, and I'm at that age where all I care about is comfort.
Please, tell me about it.
I'm definitely going to see if I can try a pair of these on and, you know, have a little look. Yeah, really nice, man. So now, let me do a little lineup. So we've had your picker's choice. We've had... let's just say most worn in the rotation. We've had most recent purchase. We've had, damn it,
best bargain.
Best bargain. And we've had the beautiful, wonderful pink Presto, which was your...
Wish I could have a double.
Wish you had a double, thank you. Now, beautiful selection here. And I love the variation of styles. Pick one pair. You have to wear it, no other pairs for the rest of your life. Out of these lot, what wins? I know comfort is the...
Oh my God, that's such a good question.
It's the paramount thing here.
There we go.
Ooh, so you've gone comfort and style.
Yeah.
Okay, and tell me, hold this, why have you picked this one?
You know what it is? It's again, this is a shoe that I didn't like, and I ended up loving it.
Okay.
Like the silhouette,
Yeah.
I absolutely ended up loving it. And when I heard that Nike were going to reissue the shoe, because the Footscape woven, again, it's not a shoe that Nike make all the time, like Air Force Ones, Air Max 90s, Air Max 1s, you know? So to hear that they were bringing this out again, and then seeing the pictures, and especially with the pony hair and stuff, I got really excited.
I love that.
And it was the first time I got excited in a very, very long time, because of course you've seen it, like all the current releases in the last few years, it's been churning out the same thing. It's been up to colours of Air Jordan 1s, multitude of colours of Dunks, you know, and it was just like,
and again, you can't go wrong, but it's the same, isn't it?
It's the same, the same, and finally to see something different come in, and it was something for me to get excited for, because this was the last shoe I got excited for. Like really, really excited. Like when it came on delivery, I ripped up the boxes, you know, pulled it out, tried them on straight away. It's like me and two other customers, we were very excited about this shoe coming out, to the point that I did a little video, sent it to one of my customers and going, well, these fit, these are sizes are good, and this is how it looks, and this is how the quality is. And then all my other friends that got them, they were just
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Love
why.
that.
That's why.
So this is the champ of the 5, and it's a great choice because it's not only a comfortable shoe, but it's super stylish. And again, it's a neck turner. I've never seen anyone wear these, and I've spotted it, and I've not gone. It doesn't matter what color, what. I just always, because I like to see how they look on people's feet and how they're rocking them. So it always draws my attention. And again, I'm about to cop me a pair, and probably this pair, because I really love. I love the cowhide, shall we say. I really love this colour. They've had a few colours recently, haven't they? They've dropped quite a few, right?
Yeah, they've had, It's just like a big explosion of colourways. I mean, like, I got those, and then they brought out an all-black pony hair one, and the stitching was grey. It's so weird, because these are women's releases, but they do go up in men's sizes.
They do,
So, so if you want to pick them up, you can. So there was that one, it was the black with the pony hair, and then they brought out 3 other colours. It's so funny you talk about the rainbows, because currently on the Nike website there is a Footscape woven. So you've got a Footscape woven, which is this one, and then you've got a Footscape chucker, which is the one which is slightly higher,
the higher one,
which is the rainbow. The rainbow is a Footscape chucker. On the Nike website there is a Footscape, which is a lower cut, again women's release, but it does go up to men's, and it does have the rainbow. So it's sort of like a beigey grey suede, and it has the rainbow, but it's not a bright rainbow. It's more of a muted, muted rainbow. So so if you want, you can pick those up.
All right, I'll definitely have a look. We do not endorse anyone, but feel free to check various brands, and if you want to endorse, give me a check. Someone, £50 would do it. I'm cheap. Anyway, no, this has been a super great conversation. I love, like I said, I love the variants, you know. And again, I'm pointing to comfort being the main decider of this, and that's what I love, because right now, you know, as much as I've got a lot of shoes, comfort is really my main thing, and that's why I wear more or less the same shoes over and over again, because my foot loves them, they love my feet. And, you know, I don't have to do too much, whereas, you know, you put on new bits sometimes and it's like, yeah, I'm only going to wear that to the shop and then because it's hurting already, you know. Exactly. So what's good, Debs? Have you got any plans, any CREP events coming up? Are you going to Dubai, DBX? Are you going CREP City? Do you do any of these things anymore?
You know,
I don't really.
No.
No.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's sort of like the best way to describe myself. This is what I tell my friends now. I consider myself semi-retired from the scene. The love will always be there. Yes. The passion will always be there. But it's just that I'm not deep into it. It's like if people ask me, oh, have you seen the shoe that's coming out? I'll be like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Snap.
You know, my friends are they're sending me little bits on Instagram, or it's a screenshot that they send me on WhatsApp about like what's coming out. I'm just like,
Sure.
But then again, you know, it's one of those things. We get older, life changes, your priority changes now, and also as well for me, I'm sorry, I'm going to go on the rant here.
Please do.
The issue that I have nowadays is unfortunately the price has gone up, but the quality has gone down. And because of that, I've become very selective with my money. I mean, like when I got this was the first purchase that I had made in like, maybe 2 years?
Oh, wow. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And that's only because I really wanted a Footscape woven because I love that shoe.
Makes sense, yeah.
But otherwise than that, no. I haven't made that much purchases. I mean, for example, we're now in the fourth month of the year. I haven't bought anything. Nothing's come out that's caught my eye for me to buy. There's nothing I've purchased. Last year, this and these two. These two were the only purchases I made in the whole of 2023.
Dope. And that's dope, because at the end of the day, after you've had shoes and you've got a few shoes, you realise really, because I've definitely been there where sometimes I'd buy just to buy, just because, I'm buying. And then I'm like, hold on. Now I'm like, you know, obviously I do this show and, you know, I buy some things and I review them. But even then, I don't buy as many shoes as I used to. Like, there was a time when I was buying 3 shoes a month and stuff like, what is that about? Like, really? I've got 2 feet.
But at the same time, don't you agree that years and years ago, the releases were much better? There was more variation, different styles and stuff. That's the one thing that I noticed during my period when I worked in Offspring. I mean, I started in 2005 and I left in 23.
Okay,
and it was just to see like how much it's changed. Before there was more variety for people, you know. Now you go into stores, it's the same thing.
They're pushing you the same product. For real.
You know, you can go into Offspring and they will have this, and then you go into a size, they will have similar. You go into a Foot Locker, they have similar. You go into JD Sports, they have similar. Whereas years ago, it was all different. If you was, for example, like one of the casual heads, you know, size would be one of your retailers that they will go, because they would have like the Stockholms, Tobaccos, Trim Trabs, Munchens.
Come on,
you would go, you would go to size. If you wanted something really limited, then you'd go to Offspring. You know, you go to Offspring, or you go to Foot Patrol if you want something.
1948 back in the days. Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
You know, and it's so just true. Like now, it's all changed, and everything's just the same old. And like we said before, quality's gone down, but the price has gone up. And with the cost of living, we've got to be selective with what we buy now.
Definitely, agreed. And I just think also, and I know it sounds rich for me who does a show about crepes and jackets and stuff, but we do have to have that sort of, I guess, responsibility, you know, the planet and stuff. You know, a lot of stuff that we get rid of, or we don't, you know, it goes into landfills and, you know, all these things. So where we can, time out for a message, where we can, we should really, you know, sort of just, you know, do we need that? If not, then maybe don't get it. Do you know what I mean? And you're doing yourself a favor because you've got more money in your pocket. So, you know, again, we're always going to buy stuff we love. But I think, like you said, you know, it's kind of just taking that step back. And, you know, I really wanted that. I tried that on. It was super comfortable. I'll have those, you know, and that's really at this point.
And that's how it is now. And it's just like, just the scene as in general, it is changing a lot now, you know. It's like we speak about the younger generation, and it's so nice for the younger generation to get into trainers and that. But it's just, the sad thing about it is just like with modern technology, social media and stuff, it has made the young kids very insecure.
I know.
And because of that, everybody's kind of like clones of everybody.
It's so
everybody's
true.
following.
It's so true.
Whereas like with our generation, we had the same shoe, but our styles were completely different.
Because we weren't allowed. Like, I say this story all the time. I remember I turned up in the same trainers as my boy once. I went home and changed. This was in 94, 5, 3. One of those. I went home and changed my crep. I swear. I changed my creps. I was like, you know what, I'm going home and change. It's not that... It's just that, no, we can't do that. You get me? And we really felt like that back in days. Like, it was about your own style. So we might wear the same shoe, but I might flip it and wear pink and green laces or something. Or, you know, I might have written on mine and yours is still just black, you know.
Yeah.
That's how we kind of used to, because we wanted to, although again, like, you know, our references were the same, but our application of those references was different, you know. So whereas now it's like, oh, Jordan 1, yeah, Jordan 1, Jordan 1, Jordan 1. And then you'll see 5. One of my pet hates is when I used to see the, you know, pick-up day in Offspring and everyone's got the same shoe on. I used to hate that. I used to love it for the picture, but then I thought, you've all got the same shoe on, no one's different. But I knew it was for the visual, but that was just me, inside me. A little bit inside me died because you were all in the same shoe. And I knew you all went somewhere afterwards and you all had the same shoe on. Again, it's not really a problem, it's just me being an old man.
Yeah, yeah. And the sad thing about it as well is with the younger generation, they won't have the stories that we have. You know, it's like, most of my shoes, there's always a story behind that shoe. Why did I want that shoe?
Yes.
How did I get that shoe?
Yes.
You know, whereas the kids of today, unfortunately, it's going to be, how did you get that shoe? Oh, I went on StockX. How did you get that shoe? Oh, I bought it off a reseller. Oh, how did you get that shoe? Oh, I queued up outside this store.
Raffle. Yeah. Okay, Debs, thank you so much. This has been a great conversation. I appreciate you taking the time. I want to give you your flowers, OG in the
thank you
CREP
so
game,
much.
you know what I'm saying? And again, I used to see Debs at Offspring all the time, and you know, I was a little bit intimidated. I don't know why, until I finally spoken to you, and I was like, oh my God, you're actually so lovely. It's just, I just thought you was very serious, but obviously you had to be on job while you're at work. You know what I mean? I realise that now, but. Great selection, great conversation. Yeah, I just really appreciate you taking the time, I really do. And yeah, I just wish you all the best in new endeavours, current endeavours, future endeavours.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, and good energy always, because, you know, as our Uncle KC says, you know. Private joke, private joke. I'm hungry. Anyway, this has been amazing. Thank you so much. This has been 5 pairs with the wonderful Debs. And do you like to be called Debs, Deborah?
Debs. Call me Debs.
Debs, yeah. So the wonderful Debs. And she brought a beautiful selection for you guys to peruse. And yeah, this has been beautiful. And yeah, hopefully we get to do this again when I'm in a bigger studio and, you know, I've got champagne being served and, you know, people fanning me. You know, so maybe tomorrow. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. This has been Once We Are Not Say magazine dedicated to shit that I'm into Zien. And yeah, guys, please like, comment, subscribe and share, and we will see you on the next episode. Alright, peace.